Part 3, let's do this. This is Lavender Town Syndrome.
What's up, everybody? For today's creepy gaming oddity, I present to you an infamous legend amongst gamers known as the Lavender Town Syndrome, or LTS. This legend has been covered by many YouTubers, but its roots are predominantly found amongst many creepypastas. So, if it's been done so much, then why talk about it? Well, for two reasons. One, just for completion's sake, but two, because I want to give an unbiased look to this legend, leaving out the creepy video and sound effects and alterations and the jump scare tactics that so many like to use to add to the horror of it, and give a plain and honest look at the legend. That being said, there's a few topics to cover within this myth. First and foremost, why Lavender Town Syndrome? Well, in the original version of the game, that being Pokemon Red and Green, when a player would walk into Lavender Town, an eerie song would play.
This is American versions.
However, this song utilizes binaural beats, meaning different pitches and tones being played in different patterns separately on the left and right speaker. Our left ear may be hearing one tone, speed, and pitch, while our right ear hears something completely different. Binaural beats were discovered in 1839 by Heinrich Dove, and they originally were used to put the mind in a relaxed state. However, they can be used to do quite the opposite effect, even as far as to simulate certain drugs and put the listener on a very unsettled and on-edge state. Well, it just so happens that the original Lavender Town theme had just that effect on children and would cause headaches, nausea, supposed bleeding from the ears, suicidal thoughts, and eventually, in some cases, suicide itself. Now, while there isn't really any proof to back this up, I must admit the original music is quite shrill and kind of hard to listen to. I say original because the music was changed in later games and did not include binaural beats in the Lavender Town theme. That I do wonder about.
What?
Apart from the music causing LTS or Lavender Town Syndrome, there are a few other things about the area that make this legend pretty creepy. The first and foremost is there's a large cemetery tower where dead Pokemon go. Children are used to their Pokemon fainting, but not actually dying. So that to me is a bit odd and doesn't fit in with the rest of the childish game. Nowhere else in the card game, video games, or movies do the Pokemon ever die. They just take them to a Pokemon Center to be healed up. While in the tower, the player will randomly encounter a ghost, and it's just called Ghost. It's weird to fight anything that isn't considered a Pokemon in a Pokemon game, but this ghost has no information, it can't be caught, and to my knowledge, it isn't a Pokemon, it's just an actual ghost. Once again, seems a bit out of place in this childish game. The last and most disturbing part is when the player speaks to a girl who walks around the town. She asks the player if they believe in ghosts. If we answer no, she states, "Haha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder, it's not real." Wow, what the fuck? Now, that's disturbing. I find this most out of place of all, simply because she is using a fucked up, twisted sense of sarcasm, saying, "Oh, that hand isn't real," when it's obviously sitting on our shoulder in the game. But a child isn't gonna pick up on that sarcasm, it's just gonna freak the hell out of them. I mean, fuck, I'm an adult, and even I would find that to be somewhat off-putting if I was playing alone for the first time. So, this white hand message has sparked tons of hoaxes and video hoaxes that state you can find a Pokemon known as White Hand and capture it.
Ugh. Oh, I watched this video before. Ow. And
and it'll mess your game up and do all this creepy shit and behead your character and Pokemon and fuck up their names. And there's tons of different ways people say you can find it. You know, I'm all for keeping a legend alive. And technically, I suppose, unless one really just sat down and looked at the actual ROM of the game, there's no real way to disprove it. So my verdict is, I'll call this myth 75% true. I mean, the music is obviously binaural. It does fuck with your head and was later changed for some reason. The cemetery, dead Pokemon, ghosts, and a White Hand reference all are out of place in this otherwise innocent child's game. I don't think this music made any children kill themselves or bleed from the ears, but I can see headaches and nausea. All in all, the Lavender Town incident was, is, and will forever remain creepy.
Next video. This is Sonic CD hidden message.
Alright, so I just recently got the Sega CD, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about creepy shit that you want to see.
Move to the right.
So,
there we go.
Sonic
American cover.
For the Sega CD.
American cover.
What a clever title that was. And, so yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, that's just a kid's game.
Yeah.
What could possibly be creepy about that?
Oh, you'll see.
Three things, actually.
You'll see.
Suicide, weirdness, and a message from the devil, too. So, the first one is that if we let Sonic stand here for 3 minutes straight, he'll commit suicide, and there will start being evil laughter going on.
Show
As
me.
you can see, we're pretty close to 3 minutes here. So, this one I haven't actually seen for myself, so we're just going to test it and find out if it's true or not. And then we'll move on to the other two, and I'll explain how to put them in. They're actually kind of hidden little things. They're cheat code based. But here we go. We got 5 seconds left now.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Sega kills Sonic.
Wow.
Not kidding.
That's weird. I'm going to pass the camera over here.
It's like Suicide Mouse.
Yeah. Okay,
that's his buddy.
At the title screen, you're going to want to do down,
left, right,
A. Down, left, right, A.
Down,
and that's going to get you to a screen called Sound Test. Now, supposedly this is where you're supposed to just type in numbers to hear different sound effects and songs in the game. But there's 2 codes in particular we're going to be looking at. First, what you're going to want to do is enter 42.
42. Okay, 42.
On the next one over, you're going to want to enter just 4.
4. And
on the last one here, you're going to enter 21. Put 5 in.
21.
There we go. And then you're going to want to hit start. We're giving this fucking weirdness. Like, what are we looking at here? I mean, this is obviously
Batman, Sonic
right here.
Bat Sonic.
Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Batman, like little horns.
I think he's the one who controls the channel.
Like a human body, and it just says Sonic the Hedgehog.
What am I doing? Oh my god.
That's all about. But
shut up, boss. Focus. Okay.
So once again, down, left, right, A.
Woo!
And this time around, we're going to want to enter 46.
1225. Yeah, I know that one.
12.
Just for you guys to see better.
And 25.
Even better.
Alright, you guys ready for this? This is some weird, creepy shit.
Yeah.
Before I even explain, I'll just let you take it all in.
Yeah. Says, fun is infinite. Sega Enterprises. Message by the devil.
What you're looking at here.
Magic means devil.
Zoom in here.
That's
We're looking at Sonic with supposedly Mario's face
my
stretched
ears.
over it, and then
My
the
ears, the camera
eyes
says.
missing.
Oh.
So obviously this is written in Japanese. However, it's been translated. This translates to fun is infinite with the infinity symbol. Sega Enterprises. And there's a signature down here. And this translates to signed the devil. And just to prove it, I'm going to show you a screen cap from IGN's official website.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so after looking on IGN's website, I found this. And IGN actually calls it a satanic message. You may have to go full screen to read it. But basically what it says is go to the sound test and set it to yada yada yada. It's just telling you how to do it. And then it clearly says, it is revealing a quote in Japanese with a background that has many devilish pictures of Sonic. The quote has been translated to, fun is infinite, Sega Enterprises, signed Majin. Majin is Japanese for devil, so it says fun is infinite with the devil. And now, this isn't even a myth. Next it says, Sega apologized for this, saying they would never do it again, and it was simply a joke to the players. Well, maybe it was supposed to just be a joke, but it's super weird that it would show up in a kid's game regardless. It's like, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to show you guys this and prove to you firsthand that it is a real thing, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Next video. This is Earthbound with Gagas.
What's up, everyone? For today's creepiness in gaming, I'm going to talk about a really messed up and semi-common subject. That is the history behind the development of the final boss in the popular and rare Super Nintendo game Earthbound. First, I'm going to play a few undoctored and unedited clips of the boss battle from the game.
There's actually a woman's uterus down there, and that's where Gygas lies, inside a giant orb. That's the face of Ness. Shut up, by Tiny. I know what I said. Pooh! I wish I could call him, but his name Pooh is only in one O, just like Pooh from Kung Fu Panda. I love the movie there. Okay, fight scene. Cover your ear, face Evan. What the fuck? Is that a child? Hey! We're going away, I want to see the focus on...
Pretty creepy stuff just in itself. The music is unsettling. The final boss, Gygas, is horrific looking. However, there is an even darker story that goes behind this boss fight, and it makes it 1,000,000 times more creepy. This is Shigesato Itoi.
Yeah? What about him?
He is the designer and producer of Earthbound.
Okay, what about him?
There's a little backstory in his idea for the final boss, Gygas.
Okay.
On August 6th, 1957, a Japanese movie was made and released that translates in English to The Military Policeman and the Dismembered Beauty. Now, take into account around this time period, the act of killing or raping in itself in a movie was something very horrific and shocking, because our senses had not yet been dulled by commonplace horror movies that we have today. Well, it just so happens that Shigesato Itoi, when he was a young boy, was at the movies and happened to walk into the wrong theater, one that was playing this movie. As he walked inside, not mentally prepared or expecting, there was a scene of the movie playing in which a woman is raped, killed, and then cut up. The movie scene, by today's standards, is really not even scary at all.
Okay.
I will now play the infamous clip of the movie for you that Shigesato witnessed.
Jesus. Close silence. Jesus. What's he doing? Oh God.
While to most, this scene isn't very scary at all, it mentally scarred Shigesato, and he carried the memory of it with him throughout childhood. Later in his life, this movie scene inspired the design of Earthbound's final boss, Giygas. Now, there are two interesting things to note about Giygas. First of all, this is the area where you have the boss fight.
Yeah.
It is known as the Devil Machine. However, upon closer inspection, you can see that this is supposed to represent a woman's uterus.
Yeah.
Furthermore, if we take a good look at Giygas, we can see with this outline that the boss is actually numerous fetuses. Finally, in Japan, the game is known there as Mother. So, how did the traumatizing movie scene scar him in the sense of mother-child trauma? I'm not sure. My guess is that perhaps the woman in the movie scene somehow reminded him of his own mother. So, these are the reasons why the final boss fight in Earthbound is so damned creepy and disturbing, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Next video. This is Gem Sessions.
What's going on, everybody? For today's creepiness and weirdness in gaming, we're going to be talking about an extremely obscure one. In fact, this may be the most obscure video I've done in this genre yet. Now, I've only seen about 2 videos on YouTube covering this, and I wanted to give my perspective on it. There's really not too much of a differentiated opinion I could give about it, but that is, yes, a DS game. This is Jam Sessions for the DS. Now, what this is basically just a guitar emulator, and when you would have bought this originally, it would have come with a really small, real but tiny guitar amp with an aux cable, and you would have plugged it up into your DS, and then you can use your DS kind of like a guitar. You have all the different.
Look at that Morrowind in the background, though.
The weird part is that there's a hidden, creepy whisper on one of the notes. So let me explain what I'm talking about. So take your DS.
That's a 3DS.
Yeah, my stylus.
Also, DS also Nintendo DS games works on 3DS.
How to go about doing this as best I can to you guys, hopefully. I'm gonna make sure the 3D's turned down here. So, we're gonna go to the game.
Inception! Sorry. It's only 4 minutes in this video. I'll go over.
And what you want to do is when you get to the main menu, you're going to want to go to free play. Let me get this adjusted here just a little bit better. Alright. So we're going to go down here to where it says free play.
Don't like that.
Okay, and we're going to go to the options here. This is really hard to control, like this portion. Palette change. If you see where it says that right there, we're going to hit palette change. And you're going to want to make sure you have the infamous creepy note A6 selected.
A6.
Now, you're not going to be able to hear it very well if I just play it like this. So that's why I have this auxiliary cable conveniently connected to this stereo.
Wow.
And so I'm going to plug it up.
Out.
And I'll probably have to edit this and turn the volume up so you can hear it, but listen very closely. We're going to hit A6, let the note drag out, and then listen right after the end of that.
I heard a little bit. Yeah.
Let me turn it up a little bit louder.
Let's go a bit like boom. Let's see. Even if it's like a ouch. I heard it.
Some weird shit. So,
damn.
What is it? Well, there's lots of different talk about what it could be on forums and things of that nature. What I'm guessing it is, and what other people have said it is, it's in Japanese, presumably, and I think he's just saying next note. Because I think he was just simply sitting in a recording room with his guitar, recording out each note, because you have the different notes you can play, and he just so happened to whisper, next note, whenever, he was moving on to the next one, and they forgot to cut that out of this particular recording. So, one more time.
Let's get it a little closer. Yep.
Doesn't make it any less creepy, though.
No.
Anyway, I thought you guys would enjoy that.
Next video. So this is the Ghost Streamer Hitman contracts, right?
For today's creepiness in gaming, we're going to be talking about a pretty common one in Hitman contracts, and that's the infamous haunted ghost hotel scene. Is it real? Is it not? Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
It's mostly just an Easter egg, but it falls under the category of creepy gaming because it is mildly off-putting, the ambiance that it creates in this. So let's get right to it. You're going to want to begin on the level Traditions of the Trade, and here we are loaded up on my save file, and you're just going to want to simply make your way to this hotel here, and the guy you kill at the beginning of this level will drop this card. You'll need to pick that up and give it to this guard, and he'll be like, oh, okay, that totally looks like you. You can go in now. So then you walk through the metal detector with your suspicious as fuck briefcase, and the guy's like, hey, I'm gonna have to stop you because you set off the metal detector. And I like how he rubs your pants legs but doesn't say anything about the giant sniper rifle in your case. Okay, so you're gonna want to go into the hotel and make an immediate right down this first hallway that you see, and you're gonna want to go through these double doors down here. And I suggest closing them behind you because the guard does patrol and you're about to have to pick a lock. So this door's closed. It says, hotel wing closed. Please contact management for assistance. So what we're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick this door. And that's why you want to make sure those doors there are closed so the guard doesn't catch you doing this. And
boom.
We're going to walk inside.
Unlocked.
So as you can see, the area is roped off. And I suggest closing these doors as well, just because he might see that they're open. Now, watch this. As soon as you open these doors, boom. I'm instantly freaked out.
Magic.
Windows are open, the drapes are blowing in the wind, there's blood stains on the carpet. You can tell something terrible's happened here. Now, right down here at the end of the hallway, the ghost is supposed to walk by. I've seen it happen in my own game, so I can verify it, but it just didn't trigger this time. But that's not the main point of this video. The main point is in this door right here. So you're going to want to pick the lock
doors,
again.
and there's a room.
Room number 107. And get prepared for a little bit of weirdness. So we're going to walk inside the room.
Right there.
And you're going to want to go into this door, which is the bathroom. Now, check it out. So we have a normal bathtub, right? Well, not really, because if we look in the mirror, check this shit out. Yeah. Not making that up. Pretty weird. And the strange part is that it's a little mindfuck, because when it happens, if you look behind you, there's nothing there. Even stranger, if you're able to find the handgun out of the room next door, If you aim at that area, when the ghost appears, your reticle actually turns red. So it's like an enemy is there, but you can't do anything to it. But anyways, just want to show you guys this quick little creepy Easter egg in Hitman Contracts, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Next video. So this is another part kill switch called Kill Switch Unknown Surfaces. It's on the beginning right now.
Kill Switch.
Without intro.
It's quickly become one of my most popular videos.
Yes.
Everyone wants to know about it. Everyone wants to know the truth on it.
Yes.
Well, a YouTube user has recently provided me with a link to a supposed download of the game.
What?
And I figured it would probably be worth my time to take a look at it.
I didn't
so
know.
Upon downloading, I was given a pretty large array of files.
996.
We have a nameless text document, a few GFT files, some VLC media player files, a README, amongst other things. One named Switch Install, the only application, and another Tomb file. If we try and open the first text document with the one without the name, we are told you cannot install me, but if you must, enter in the second number in the third column on page 6 of the manual. Well, of course, I don't have the manual, so if you try to run the application anyway, it tells us you won't be getting what you expected unless you provide the requirements. If we hit yes, we are simply given this text box, which for some reason seems so terribly threatening to me, and it just looms on the computer screen. It makes no noises, and nothing happens. Finally, I read the last text document, and it's a fucking download for the Oregon Trail. Yeah, that's right, this thing is fake. It's really not so threatening after all. However, that does not mean that I have lost any faith in some kind of file or download for this game surfacing. I know a lot of people say it's fake, some people say it's real.
Meh, I'll take it real.
I'm going to keep my eyes and ears out for it, but I appreciate the file that was sent to me. These are the types of things we need to figure out the truth about this, and I want you guys to keep feeding me anything you can find about this game as you find out about it. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, share this to Google+, Facebook, Twitter. Part 4 next. Peace. See you in part 4.